Hello! Today I'm gonna film a video I've really been wanting to film for a long time, and I just haven't gotten around to it because things weren't as organized as I'd like them to be. I didn't have covers made, blah blah blah. A lot of that is still true, but it's getting later and later in the year, and I want to still make like an end of 2023, beginning of 2024, like collection update and goals. So I figured a good second reintroduction back to my channel would be to do a tour of my binders. This is just my main collection, my main binders, and I'm just kind of gonna like talk it out and show you guys. You will notice most of these do not have dividers like between collections. My sleeves are kind of old. That's a goal for like later this year or next year, is to replace all of my 9 pocket pages. I'd like to re-sleeve some cards. That is not the point of today's video, but I did just want to give that disclaimer that if things look dingy, it's because they are. I haven't replaced some of this stuff since 2019, but I did try to get the actual insides as organized as possible. I had debated waiting until I started getting my zerobaseone group orders in because I'm gonna have a ton of stuff, but I am impatient to get started on filming this and getting it posted, so I think I'll just do like a putting away, storing photocards thing, and I'll probably just include my zerobaseone stuff in that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I am working, so this may be choppy because I'll have to attend to my computer if I hear my Teams go off or whatever, and I need to check my email. So if I have like cuts in here that don't make sense, forgive me. I am on the clock. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with my A4 binders, the little guys, just to knock them out. Yeah, and then we'll just dive into the big stuff. This is my BTS binder. It's my only like soft binder like this. I do like it, but I find that they don't hold much, and I have no solo BTS in here, and there's no way I could fit it. So this is just kind of what it is. I may get a binder to do like solo BTS stuff, but I don't also intend to collect all of the members fully for that. Like, I'd like to have one album each. And yeah. Okay, so this is one of the few binders I actually do have decorated. I have a pretty complete like BTS collection. I collect Jungkook. I've collected Jungkook. I've collected BTS since 2018. So I am missing Jungkook's School Love Affair special card. I don't know what I'm really gonna like talk about in this, if I'm gonna like talk pages like as we go like about it, but I guess I can talk about my goals. This was my like #1 OT7 set that I wanted. There's just something about You Never Walk Alone to me. It is my favorite era. Obviously we have Love Yourself, classic. I've been caught up on BTS for the most part for a long time. I didn't really know what to do here, so I just put in some fillers there. Because I have an OT7 set of I believe these are F. I've had this complete for a very long time also. And then we go into Persona, which was my first official comeback with BTS, although I have known of BTS since like DNA. And then we have Map of the Soul 7, which this was a nightmare card to get. I got scammed out of it once. Sorry. And we have B. I took out all the other member cards. I had them in here, but they just take up a lot of space. And then Butter, which this is one of my favorite Jungkook cards. I also wasn't sure if I wanted to still store these little message cards in here because I can't get them to fold where you can actually see the pictures. And then I didn't buy the proof standard or deluxe editions because money. They're just expensive, and yeah. So I have a friend who's supposed to be sending me, I actually think, these two, and then I just have that one Jungkook. I don't know, I may have that backwards, I can't remember. But then I have the non-photocard sized photocards, and these are like non-album things, and I never traded for this. I just kind of kept what I pulled. So these I got lucky on Jungkook's. I could probably trade Jimin to Jungkook if I wanted and have the full set, but I find trading for BTS like really difficult, so I just don't do it. And then I've got 2 of their Daikon cards. I have the whole Daikon. I have the whole sets, but they don't fit well in the pages I have for this binder. So that is my BTS collection. I think next we'll do this like miscellaneous boy group binder. It has 4 groups in it, I believe. We're gonna start out up front here with Treasure. I was doing really good on my Treasure collection, and then I paused it when everything happened with Mashi and Yetum. It was just like so heartbreaking. I couldn't even really participate. And then I've gotten more involved again. And then Move happened, and I'm here. But I don't think I'm going to be buying albums for Treasure, so it's going to be a slow collection. I don't currently have the wish list up on my profile, like on my Instagram, because I'm just trying to focus on collections I'm close on. So yeah, I'm really, really close on these first couple eras. I might look for them on Pokemarket, and then we get to like Jikjin, and that is where things go south. These are a couple non-album things that I have, or like pre-order benefits that I'm not including. And then I'm not collecting like these kinds of cards or the units anymore, but I do have both Yoshi-Qs. If you don't know, and I don't know why you would, because I actually don't think I've ever mentioned Treasure on this account, but Junkyu is like my ult in Treasure, and Yoshi and Doyoung are second and third respectively. So, and then we get into 9i. I was originally going to collect my top 4, but Someone is extremely difficult. If you know anything about Boys Planet, then you know how popular Someone was. So this is a far-fetched dream. I keep Someone if I pull him, but any collection, like, I've just given up. So anything I had a full set of 4 for, I went ahead and kept it. Right here is where you see I cut down to just Eden and Jeonghan, who are my top biases in 9i. There's another full set. I love this Someone card. And then this is my favorite set. I love these cards. This Eden is like my favorite Eden album card. I'm super excited to collect this next album. I think since I've had one full OT4 set for each album, I'll probably do an OT4 set for the new one. The cards look like they're gonna be so cute, so that is my current plan. IDs are really low priority to me. And these are a couple of pre-order benefits for Jeonghan. I'm gonna look for group orders to join for some Edens, I think, but right now I'm focusing on the Yuri comeback. And then back here we have 8-turn Minnow. I have yet to buy the new album, and I haven't set up for comebacks for things that I'm not like buying for right now, so we just have 8-turn Rise. And then same with Xikers. I have not set up for the new comeback, but I'm not far off from being finished. I think I thought I had one of these on the way, but maybe I am missing 4 Xikers cards. And then here are some of my Pobs. I have this one in a group order if it ever comes to me, and then I have this one Hunter Pob. So that is the misc Boys binder. So we're gonna move on to this Luca Lab binder. It houses what was NCT but is now just SM, because Sungchan is no longer a member of NCT. I would not like to comment. Okay, so Sungchan, I'm missing quite a few random little guys for Sungchan, but I mean, really, it's not too bad. I'm finally getting to focus on some of these collections as I caught up to like my priority stuff. The SMCU stuff is not super priority, but I do want it because these are my favorite Sungchan cards like ever. Were the ones with the freckles and his like sandy blonde hair. And then we've got Sanrio stuff, and then we move on to Jaemin, who I'm not doing too bad on, honestly. After all of this time, I had Jaemin collection and then I let it go, and then I picked it back up, and I've done pretty good on it since then. I don't have the new comeback yet for ISTJ, but I want it and will intend to buy it soon. I know that this is a season's greetings card, but I needed something to fill the space, and it did. So, yeah.
I think I'm just gonna buy this on Pokemarket, and same with the candy cards. And then this is where ISTJ will start. So yeah, and I'm really excited to collect ISTJ. I think that there's some of NCT, like the Dreamy's best cards, Jamin's especially. So I'm very excited to begin that journey when I get there. Things are kind of on pause right now because of ZB for me. I have kind of like put everything on the back burner collection wise, except for buying those albums. And now Yuri, he's having a comeback, who is my old girl. So that is also taking precedence. Okay, one more Luca Lab binder, and this one is for Cravity, who are one of my alts also. So we open it. This kind of goes out of chronological order, but I wanted these cards in the front because I think that they're cute and perfect. So they live here. These are just Starship squares from Liberty and Our Cosmos. And then I've also done pretty good on catching up to Cravity. I thought I bought this card. I bought a duplicate of that one. So yeah, this is, I don't remember if I actually have this on the way or not. I think I thought I did, and I bought a duplicate of him, so I need to remake it or just buy it on Pokemarket. And then units, you'll see, are pretty ugly looking. I don't have a whole bunch for the unit cards yet. I think I bought this card on Pokemarket. It was either that one or this one, I don't remember. Once I get regular cards caught up, the units will be my priority after that. I need to buy that jewel case card. And then here we have Groovy. Maybe I bought this one. I don't know, guys. And then back here we have Minnie's X1 cards. And then just this, it was for Sea Express, I think. And I wanted that card so bad. And then I've thought about collecting OT9 in the future, so I bought the album for this and just kept my Sungmin pull. And then we have some Jungmo Pobs, and then we have Season's Greetings back here. Okay, and then this is my last I said A4 earlier. I think these are A5s. Don't ask me. It's A5s because the A4s are the big ones. Anyways, this is Yena and Wanyang. I used to have them in my big Post Eyes one binder, but I think these collections look better in a 4-pocket. So yeah, this is a smartphone card. I just didn't have room for it, but I also didn't want to get rid of it because I like it, so it lives in the front. I originally was going to try and collect every Yena card, and then I realized she was never going to stop having millions of them. So I gave up on that dream a long time ago. I just kept enough from Smiley to keep 8-pocket or 4 pockets full. I hate the way the backs look because the cards, I could never figure out what the backs were like which ones were the backs, the same colored backs. But yeah, I don't know. Smiley I do have quite a bit for. And then we go into smartphone. I wasn't picky between if I kept Hollow or whatever. I didn't really care. And then Love War. Smartphone I don't have as much for. I did never get any trades for it. It went really poorly. This is the other one from this concept, but I might move it and swap that one out because that one's so cute. I think it would be cute in the front. Anyways, then we have Love War, which had some of my favorite cards, but again, I gave up on that. And then, guys, these cards. I don't collect Yena Pops, but I had to get the Ducky cards because she's Ducky. Also, these are unscanned. Feel free to take them if you want. I don't ever intend on scanning them, so. And then we're going to get into Wanyang, who I've also done really good with staying caught up on. So, yeah, I didn't, again, know how to set this up because 11 had 3 cards, and then some of them have 5. But I moved Pobs out. The only one I'm missing currently is the jewel case card. I don't know why it's evading me because I was able to get the limited card and not the jewel case. And then we come over here, and these are my Pobs that I have, just a couple. I don't really collect Pobs for most people, but if I get them, I keep them. Every once in a while I join a group order to get cards, album cards secured. I only really collect Pobs fully for now Zerobaseone. So yeah, I did do a full era for jeonghan, and I've done like random full eras for people here and there, but overall, pobs are like not my thing. I find them really stressful, but I've really enjoyed collecting enhypen pobs. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna jump into my big 9 pocket binders now, the actual A4s, I believe. And I think I'm gonna save 17 for last just because it's my largest collection. It's 2 full binders. So I think we'll start with girls. And we are going to start it off with Twice. So this is a collage I made 100 years ago. I think I made it in like 2020. It is one of the only binders I have that actually has a collage. Yeah, and then we get started. So I used to collect Mina and Nyan for all eras, but I decided to stop collecting Nyan for the older eras because I just wasn't making any progress. So I did keep that unit card, but I may eventually try and trade it for Mina or like buy it on Pokemarket or something. I do have most of my fillers also prepared, but there are some eras that I'm missing a bunch of cards in, so I just didn't make them. Also, half the reason I decided to stop was because Devil Nyan is like not happening. I get really lucky with some of those like high priority cards, but I cannot get the Devil Nyan card. I just have accepted my fate. So that alone put a halt on things for me. And then I did keep Nyan's twice-to-gram. Yeah, twice-to-gram cards. And then we jump into What is Love, which is where I start to have more complete stuff for both girls. So What is Love is complete, I believe. And then we have Summer Nights, which I'm doing better on now, but I struggled for a long time with it. And then Yes or Yes, don't even talk to me about it. I have one Mina card on the way. It's bad out here. I decided not to collect the hand cards because it makes a perfect 9 otherwise. I thought I had another card, but I got this one twice. So Mina, I'm pretty close on finishing Year of Yes. And then Fancy was complete, but this card I traded with a mutual for it and it got lost on the way to me, so I never got it. So I'm missing her straw card. Feel Special isn't so bad, but it could be better for sure. More and More is another one that's a little rough. And then we have Eyes Wide Open, which is also kind of rough. And then we get into some more complete sets. This card is supposed to be on the way to me. I don't know where it is though, so hopefully it didn't get lost. And then Formula of Love is complete. I'm missing a filler there. Didn't even realize it because it looks like there's one in there. And between 1 and 2, I intended originally on collecting OT9 for the whole thing, but I didn't end up doing it. So these are the ones I didn't collect OT9 for. I've got some pobs with me, I think, from my local K-pop store. Yeah. And then we have Ready to Be, which I gave up my OT9 set for that also. And then back here is Pop, which is complete with some pobs also. I got 3. I didn't get the full 4 set, but that is also from my K-pop store. And I do intend to collect Mina's Misamo stuff, but I know it's going to be difficult because it's Japanese print, so it's going to be more expensive and harder to find and all of that good stuff. So this is honestly not going to be as long of a video as I expected it to be. Okay, I wanted to not do this collection this early in this video, but such is life. So I'm gonna get into my Eyes 1 and Post Eyes 1 and Kepler collections. So I don't know, I guess we'll start with Eyes 1 chronologically. That makes more sense. And I have not as many cards. Well, okay, that's a lie. This is my thickest binder, but half of it's fillers, so yeah. I am making quite good progress on it finally though. Oh no, we're not. Can you see everything? I'm gonna do it like this. Sorry to leave something out of frame. Anyway, so this is a little thing I made a long time ago, but I think I'm gonna redo it eventually and make dividers for each era. So this is just there for now. I had a key because for a long time I like when I was putting all my fillers in, I couldn't remember who went where, and there were some I didn't have any cards for yet, so I made this and I'm just keeping it in there in case I ever forget, but I'm good now, I think. So here is where Colorize goes. Obviously not doing too hot on Colorize. The units aren't so bad. I think I can buy most of the units on Nyokyo. And then we get into Hard Eyes, which is also not too great. There are some girls you'll notice I have more cards for than others, and that's just because I collected them like longer and first. Like Minju is nearly a complete collection minus like a AR card and some message cards. And Yuri is a complete collection, and then Wanyang and Chaewon are also almost complete. So a lot of my Yujins I got from my dear friend Carmen. She gave up her Yujin Eyes One collection and she sold them to me. We traded some stuff. So this is like this is like my favorite Yuri. Well, one of them. Like top 5 Yuri cards for me, probably. Definitely like top 5 Eyes One Yuri cards. See, not too good. I did these based off of their official Eyes One colors also. I love this Chaewon. She's so cute. Yeah, then we're gonna move into Bloom Eyes, which has proven to be difficult because if you are an Eyes One collector, then you know there's about 1 million Bloom Eyes cards. I'm doing my best. I've been like trying to buy them in sets, and if someone offers them to me, then I try to take them if they're a good deal. You know, we're doing what we can do for a disbanded group. Yeah, I love these freaking Wanyungs. She is so cute and little. And Haewon's color hair is so fun. I love Chaewon's cards with the crown. I think these Minjus are really pretty. Ugh. And these Yuris are so cute. And that Yujin her hair. I'm really sorry to like the eldest members. I just am struggling. I have a lot of Winter Diary cards coming, and that is also like my priority collection right now because it's the closest to complete. Also, don't ask me version names. See, there's one of the Minjus I'm missing. Yuri looks so cute here. Her hair is blonde in her new comeback. Oh my god, she has blonde hair. Blue hair. She would never have blue hair. I love this Tomi card. And there's another Minju I'm missing. This is like one of my favorite Minju cards and I can't find it. I'm gonna have to host a group order for the set or something. I also love this one. She's so cute, guys. Okay, and then we've got some Bloom Eyes Kinos. Okay, and then we enter Winter Diary, which is where a lot of my progress is going to start. I started this OT12 journey by the diary version cards, as most of us did, and then I just was like, no, you know what, I'm gonna keep going. Like, I have too much fun with it. Eyes One is like my old girl group, so it just made sense. So I do have a complete diary version set, and then I'm working on the 3D and the fantasy versions. I have quite a bit on the way to me right now, and you may notice, I may notice at the same time as you, that some of these are not in the right order, in the right version. That is because the template I was using was wrong. So every time I feel like I look at this, I catch something else that's wrong. I love these cards. I love them. Ah! I pulled her, I think. Maybe it was the other hoodie Chaewon that I pulled. I love this freaking Yujin. I love her. And these freaking Yuris. Sorry. I got really lucky with my Wonyoung collection because I had another dear Instagram mutual who was parting ways with their OT12 One Eric Diary and One Reeler cards, and I snatched up so many. I completed Wonyoung and I got a bunch of my other favorites from them, and that's actually who I'm trading with for some of my other One Eric Diary cards. Anyways, here we go. This was the last card I needed to complete my collection. I did actually get to put it away on a storing photocards video. I think it was the last video I posted. I paid $20 for it, which is way too much. I didn't spend more than $5 on any of the other cards in this whole collection, but I did give in on that one because it was the last one I needed, so I just said screw it. And then, yeah. A lot of these are complete. My friend EC sold me my bias line like years ago. Yeah, and then Yena's was also hard to find. I pulled her. That's the one that I pulled. And I pulled that Cheon. And I think I pulled Minju's. Oh no, I pulled Tommy. But I bought this album a handful of times. I'm gonna eventually rebuy this Yujin because I hate the printing error on it. I traded for it and I said that it was fine, and then I got it in the mail and realized how like visible it is, so I'm gonna eventually try and rebuy her. My freaking holy grail cards though. Okay, and then we have Kino's. Oh. Like, come on, guys. This Yujin, she's so cute. And that Wonyoung. Okay. And then we're going to jump into One Reeler, which is probably my second most progress, but we're working on it. We're working on it. My goal is to finish One Eric Diary before the end of the year, so. And I have most of the hard cards out of the way. Wonyoung is complete for this era also. Yuri is also complete for this. This Haewon card is one of my favorites. Some of these cards were like so exciting to get. I can't even explain. I can't wait. This is one of my favorite Yuri Ice1 cards also. Iconic. I thought I'd never get some of these Wonyoungs, but my friend that was, or my mutual that was selling their OT12 collection, like saved my life. This is one of my favorite sets. These like the panorama outfits. Ugh, I just love these cards. And then we have the One Reeler Pobs. I got this Pob also. I can't remember what shop it is, but it's one of the 3 they did. And then we've got some Yuri non-album stuff. These are from One the Story. And then we've got some album inclusions, which I do intend to try and collect fully for Yuri and Cheon, but, you know, it's a process. It's in no particular order right now because, as you can see, I don't have much. And I meant to put fillers here, and I guess I forgot. But this is her Daikon set that I, like, it was a battle to get that, but I finally did. And I went ahead and put the postcards in here. And that is it for IZ*ONE. I want to make a lot of progress on this collection, though, in the next year or so. Okay. So we're going to do post IZ*ONE now, which is, this binder is not only post IZ*ONE, it's post IZ*ONE and Kepler. But it starts with my baby. This is my Yuri collection as of right now. Obviously, the new comeback was just announced, but I am technically caught up because the last cards I'm missing are in my Pokemarket, like, warehouse order thing. And they should be here whenever I ship it, so, yeah. So Yuri is my old girl, Yuri and Cheon, my number ones, my 4 lifers. Yeah, they're just everything to me. I've thought a couple times about moving Yuri into a 4-pocket binder because she also has a weird amount of cards, but then things would be weird in there. And I can't figure out how I would like them to be organized if I did that, so maybe someday I'll figure it out. And then We have Lovable, which this is at Poke Market. I pulled Pizza Yuri. We cheered. These are also at the warehouse, the Poke Market warehouse. And then we have her Season's Greetings stuff. And then some pobs, which I do intend to get more of. I'm going to make a pob wish list for her sometime soon, but it hasn't happened yet. And then we get into Jeonghan, who I've also considered moving into a 4-pocket binder, but I don't know. I don't love the way it fits. So, see, this has pobs mixed into it, and it makes me a little crazy that my pobs are mixed in. But, and then also this set, I joined a group order and I got the full OT5 set because I did intend originally to collect OT5 sserafim. But I kind of hate these pobs, so I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Okay, this is for the, for Fearless Japan version. I'm struggling. But I have this on the way somewhere in the mail. This is at Poke Market. I kept this OT5 Weaver set. And then here are my pobs. I joined a fixed slot group order for this from my friend Elle on Instagram. So I have a lot of pobs from Unforgiven. There were a couple I couldn't get, but I do have everything that they opened for the most part, except for a handful. And then these were also pobs of variety kind. And then Season's Greetings stuff. I've thought about trying to get the other set of Polaroids too, but people just overprice the sserafim so much it like sucks the fun out of it. And then for Yena, I do have two sets in here because I did used to have her in a 9-pocket, but I moved her because otherwise she looks better in a 4-pocket for the most part, except for these cute little like trading card sets, which I thought I got this one. I didn't. I got a duplicate of that one. I'm struggling lately, but that's all for Yena in here. And then we have Kepler, who I was doing okay on until we get to Love Struck, and I just need to get on Poke Market soon and bulk buy. I kept these OT9 sets, and then we get into Up, and Up was like just special. It was just everything. And I'm struggling. I'm still trying to find that last tan. I thought I had it on the way, but I never got it, so I guess I didn't. Well, I really thought I completed it. Maybe it'll just show up one day. And then these are like they were like a trading card cafe event, I think. And then Troubleshooter. I'm like going back and forth between calling them by the title track and calling them by their album name, but you guys know what I mean. And then where are all my Troubleshooter pops? I guess all the pops are in the back. Anyways, here's Love Struck. That Chan card is she's just delicious. I just need to eat her in one bite. And then there's not a like thingy here because I took it off for the wrong one, so it just lives there now until I get a card. And I did see a group order for all the Digipack cards I needed, but I didn't join it. This is the platform version, and then these are all my pobs. So I have quite a few First Impact pobs, and then I have a ton of Troubleshooter pobs also. And then these are Dazzling Girls in London pobs that I got for free from a K-pop pop-up shop. So yeah, that's all for that binder. And then we'll get into my misc. These are, I guess, not all 4th gen because CB is 5th gen, but yeah. We are actually going to start out with zerobaseone, and I just love them. Me and my friends, we all watched the show from like day 0. We were there when they announced all the contestants. I actually started watching because of Ungi joining the show, and then I just fell in love with so many of the trainees, but my number one guy is Hanbin, and I knew, I said if he debuted I wanted to collect all of his stuff, and I was so serious. So I am currently only missing like 4 cards, one being the Boys Planet CGV card, which is a goal of mine. Like, I know they're expensive, but I'm going to pay the money for it someday just because, like, I watched the whole show. It's, like, so special to me. But anyways, all that to say, I haven't gotten most of my things for this album yet because A, they're either in group orders, or B, K-Town hasn't shipped them, or C, my local K-pop store hasn't gotten my pre-orders either. So I have quite a bit of stuff coming soon, but not yet. I did manage to get my hands on one album at the pop-up shop, and I pulled a enhypen. I'm my enhypen. So yeah, I have this in the wrong spot also. I realized later that this is the shade version, but I threw this away already, I think. No, I didn't. But anyways, he goes in shade. I'm just not going to change it right now because I don't have anything else anyways. So I do have it set up though. I don't often set up like this, but I did. Yeah, I'm going to do OT9 for every album card. I probably won't carry that Prophecy to Japan debut and comebacks should they have them. I'll probably just do enhypen, maybe top 3, but Japan comebacks are usually so expensive. I just don't know. I am getting the OT9 set of K-Town China, and then this may have changed. I'm trying to think. So these are my OT3, like my top 3 boys, which is going to be Jeonghan, Hanbin, and Gyubin. And I have the full set claimed for M-Wave Round 2. I will have Hanbin and Jeonghan for K-Town, and so I'll just need to get Gyubin, and then I have Hao and Hanbin for Make Star, and I'll just need to get Gyubin also. And then this is blank because I didn't know it was going to go there, but I can probably add something soon. This is where all the pops are going to go, lucky draws, etc. I ran out of the memo pad ones, which is upsetting to me, but it is what it is. And then I got the KCON Japan card, so that's there. This is where the Boys Planet CGV will go eventually, and then I'm gonna do like merch and stuff like that on here. I don't intend to get the ZB broadcast cards because they're going for like $600, so I draw the line there. If I'm paying $600 for a card, like, it better be signed, sealed, and hand-delivered to me by Hanbin himself. Then we're gonna jump into enhypen, which is another one of my, like, alt groups. Jeonghan is one of my top 3 alt boys. It's Jeonghan 17, enhypen, Jeonghan, and CB Hanbin, so I did want to get his Weverse pop to go here, but that will just happen if it happens. Jeonghan is pretty complete. I didn't know how to set that up. I am missing one card right there, and then the group Weverse cards that I can hopefully find on PokeMarket. These are inclusions. I hate storing inclusions. I've gone back and forth on whether I wanted to or not. But yeah. And then Japan cards, which I'm missing a handful of, that have become less and less of a priority as time goes on. So we have his Inconnect cards here for the first one, and then we have Inconnect for the second one. I can't decide if I want to try and keep this OT7 set or not, because I've been trying to find this J forever. And then I'm missing just 2 cards here and 1 unit, I guess, maybe 2, I can't remember. And then we have his deco kit, the first one. I haven't bought one since then. And then starts like pops and merch cards and stuff. And then his first birthday set, birthday box, second birthday box. This is a anniversary card, and that is a Season's Greetings that I didn't get the whole kit for. Birthday stuff, light stick cards, Season's Greetings. Yeah. And then these are cards I just can't get rid of from my Sungun collection. I did collect Sungun at one point. Actually collected Heesung at another point. I just didn't ever stay focused on my top 3 and really only wanted to get, like, I was only like focused on Jeonghan, so that was assigned to me to just get Jeonghan. But every once in a while I get really sad that I don't still platoon, but I collect too much to collect a second enhypen member. I have to take advantage of groups where I have a clear number one bias, because I often have two. That if I'm like, okay, well, I can't collect one and not the other, which is the case for Stray Kids. Okay, so from here on out, my washing machine is going, and you will be able to hear it, and my dryer, so I didn't realize how loud it was going to be when I filmed, so sorry in advance for what you're going to have to listen to. So for Stray Kids, I collect Hyunjin and Lino, and I couldn't collect just one, as is the case with a lot of groups, but I started this collection in October of last year, when Maxident came out, and I think I've done pretty well. This bothers me. I didn't know when trading for someone that this was a second press card, and the corners are rounded here, and they are squared on this one, and it drives me crazy. I would like to have this one also be squared corners, but you know, what can you do? Okay, so yeah, I've done pretty good, I think. I decided not to collect units unless they were like Hyunjin Lino units, like they're both in the card. This Minlix I intend to trade for that, but I just haven't tried. But yeah, I decided also not to do limited cards and things like that, because it's just, I'm just not willing to spend that kind of money on cards, and I never see them for these two either, so yeah. And then most of these up here are complete. I cut these down to fit in the 8 pockets, as I'm sure you've seen other people do. I haven't even bought an Ordinary album because I hate the packaging. Like, to be totally honest, I hate the packaging for Ordinary. So anything I have has come from a trade. And I think I'm just going to try and buy the units for cheap, because I don't really want to buy the albums. There's an accident. There is 5-star, which I love these cards. I love them. And then these are some Apple Music Pops I got from the K-pop pop-up shop. And then all my Maxident Pops. I know this isn't a lot of Pops, but for someone who's a casual collector and had also just started like collecting, I was just like not well in the head. And then I don't have his full D-Icon set, but I had to have Cowboy Hyunjin. Like, this card needs to be framed on my wall. If you like know anything about me, then like he's perfect to me. Okay, so now all I have left is 17. And I believe I'm gonna start with my non-album stuff. I don't collect non-album 17 as intensely as I used to. I did at one point intend to have every jeonghan card that a man could have. I have given up on that, as 17 has grown immensely in popularity since I started collecting, and jeonghan is easily one of the most difficult members to collect and expensive on Neokyo, which is where you get a lot of sets like this. So I have just like shifted my focus other places. I buy sets when I find them for a good price, but as collecting has gone on, I have adopted more collections and just kind of become less comfortable with spending as much money on a set of cards as I used to be when I didn't collect as many people. But I'm never going to part with any of this, and it is my baby. This is my treasure trove of cards. I can't even imagine ever getting rid of it. I would love to still add to it, but it's just on a, you know, specific basis kind of thing. So a lot of this I acquired in 2020 during COVID. That was kind of all I was doing, was working on my jeonghan collection during lockdown. And so there's quite a bit in here. And you'll notice, I'll point out some fun things when we get up here. I have most Carrotland collections complete. I didn't really like care too much if I got all the units for the older sets of Carrotland, but, and then here is where I started purchasing my Carrotland sets. Carrotland 2021 has been an actual menace because I'm convinced that the entirety of the continental US got the same cards in our trading packs, and so I just need to buy them on Neokyo. But yeah, I'm missing this one stupid OT13 set. I'm missing the like really expensive shiny selfie card. So Carrotland 21, and this is not even sleeved. LOL. Whatever, not my problem right now. Then we have Carrotland 22. No, I didn't ever get Carrotland 22 because I didn't join a group order for it. But this is Carrotland 23. Missing just a few things. I have one of them on the way. Incomplete. I just am also convinced I'm never gonna finish it. Power of Love I got from a group order. I love these cards. I love these cards. This was set up from way back when I intended to collect everything. And then these are just kind of random cards. There are some very exciting things on this page though. This jeonghan unit is a prized possession of mine. I love it so much. It was like $30 and only that cheap because I found it in a group order. This is my only jeonghan broadcast card. It is from Oh My, which is my favorite era. And then this was like a dream card of mine to have, and I was ready and willing to spend an obscene amount of money on it, but my roommate Sabrina found it for me for $50, which to me, for an out-of-print DVD or Blu-ray, I think it's DVD. Blu-ray? Does it say? It doesn't. I can't remember. Anyways, this was like a priority jeonghan card for me, and so I was like so ready to pay the money for it, and I love him. And then some membership cards. Yeah, these are like not in any kind of order because, as I said, I kind of gave up on collecting everything for 17, and I hate to be the guy to say it, but like Hybe puts out so much merch, and I am just like I'm just not there anymore, in terms of like, I don't know, I just like can't, and yeah, I don't know, there's a lot, but these are his jeonghan cards, some more jeonghan minis. This was the birthday set. This is Going 17 magazine. I would like the other set of these cards, like the B. I think I have A. This was the only 17 membership kit I ever bought. Season's Greetings from last year. 20. It was purchased in 21. I used it for 22. This was Season's Greetings 21. Yeah, I don't know why 22 is in front of it, but... And then some Oju. No, these are Carrotland, I think. Yeah. And then jeonghan's is on my wall. These came from the 5th anniversary t-shirts. And then just some random things. These are HMVs from Japanese albums and some pre-order benefits from, I think that's Nine.i. Okay, and then the last big boy binder I have. My biggest accomplishment is my 17 album collection. I have been nearly caught up with my 17 album collection since probably 2020 also. I did used to collect 2 members. I collected Jeonghan and Joshua, but then if you collect 17 or watch 17 collectors, then you probably know that they have like started to do an ode every time. It feels like there's about 1 million cards every comeback now, and I cannot collect 2 members of 17 when they have that many cards and I have all my other collections. It's just not possible. So I have older eras. All of my older era cards are first press. I did not buy anything from the reprint. I've had these completed since 2020, so these are all old guys. I've had them forever. It's been complete for a long time. There's nothing wrong with the reprints, by the way. Like, I'm gonna buy them for inclusions and for the albums, but I have had these photo cards for a long time. So I've gone through a lot of changes with my 17 collection. I collected Hoshi at one point, I collected Minghao at one point, I collected a variety of Hoshi, Minghao, and Sungchan cards, and then I just decided it was too much to collect 3 members of 17. So I went to 2, and now I just collect 1. But I did keep everything I had for Josh that was complete. So I kept up until, I believe, Attica. I'm not sure. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but we'll find out together. I love the teenage cards and director's cut. Like, my favorite jeonghan is probably between teenage and oh my. Like, I just love his hair in oh my. It's so fluffy. I don't know. You make my day, you make my John. Cards are just delicious. Also, I love that Josh. And then we get into an ode, which was a nightmare to complete because jeonghan takes fucking photo cards like this. So, like, oh, which one was it? This one, I think, or that one. Oh my god, impossible. This one right here. I bought the wrong card so many times. And this one is on a 6-pocket layout because I have an OT 13 set of the beret cards. I've had that complete for a long time also. And then we have the Poet, which was the very first 17 album I ever bought. I love these Joshies. And then we get into Tengere, which was my first official comeback with 17, although I started standing like right after an ode. So like I was participating in an ode basically. And then semicolon. You can see a couple of my Minghao sets I kept because they looked nice on the page. And I did get rid of Joshua and Attica. So I have my Attica collection, the carrot cards, which I had in the member version binder, but I took them out because the binder started to warp as it does. And then Face the Sun. I'm finally complete except for Kino cards or kit version cards. So if anyone is selling or would like to trade, I'm willing to trade like multiple PCs for one kit card. So there's the Face the Sun carrot version, which I love the paint splatter concept. Sector 17, which I would like to have every card from that concept, but that's a faraway dream. If anyone has this sticker, I'll buy it off of you also. And then we have FML, which is nearly complete. I have this guy on the way, and then I'm just missing the Weaver set and the Kino card. And then there's Carrot version, which I actually pulled on my first try. I was trying to complete his Japanese cards. I'm really, like on older eras, really caught up, minus the Carrot cards, but have since fallen behind. There is Fallen Flower, which was actually my first comeback with 17 because it came out before Hengare. And then 24 Hours I fell behind here. Kitsuri and I joined a group order, but I never got these two, couldn't trade them, so I'm just gonna have to buy them. I would at least like to complete up to there. Dream is where it got really difficult because jeonghan is so expensive in Japan. So then we have my Pobs. When I thought I was going to collect jeonghan Pobs, I'm never going to get rid of them. So, but I did do some research and found out that some of these cards are worth an obscene amount of money, which is kind of scary to know that I just have like that money sitting around. But I love them. I deeply cherish them. I don't intend to go back and collect old ones that I didn't get, so I'm just going to condense these at some point. And then these Joshuas, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep or not. I did some research on these also, and they're also worth quite a bit of money on like Neokyo and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know how to price them fairly, and I hate to quote your own price, but if I decide to, that's probably what's going to happen. And then we have cards I couldn't get rid of from members I used to collect. This Minghao will stay with me forever and ever. And then some random Joshies I couldn't get rid of also. I did keep the Scoops because I think he's cute. And Busuk Sungkwan cards. And then we have album inclusions. Oop. And I did keep these Joshuas just because they fit nice on there. Sorry I bonked you. See, and then I have missing, like, inclusions. So those are the albums I'm gonna go back and buy for, is if I'm missing the inclusion or if they're sun damaged, because I bought secondhand. I'm doing pretty good on his inclusions also. I had to like put a lot of these on these white papers, one because I hated flipping through it, and two, I hate that they fall out, so they're on there with like photo tabs. And a lot of these are hard because they're like first press stuff for albums that aren't in print anymore, and for some reason they didn't reprint the You Make My Day, You Make My Dawn albums. Like, I'll never probably find this sticker. I'm missing one of the first press posters. If you have it, I'm missing the Begin, Poet, Hope, Real, Truth? Is that, am I making that up? Anyways, I don't have these circle ones like in there good because I don't know how to. I'm missing one postcard there. I'm missing quite a few postcards from Face the Sun, so if anyone has any, hit me up. I'm not sure I'm gonna collect the unit ones anymore. Just the ones jeonghan is in, and then these are the weird sized inclusions, so that I've also not found trades for. So that is everything for this collection, or for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun on your stay. I hope it was not too unbearable to listen to me ramble on and on. And soon I'm gonna try and do some videos where we go in and we decorate these binders and make them cutesy and update them and put stickers on the sides and everything like that. So that is all that I've got for you today. Thanks for sticking around if you did. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.
안녕.